Welcome, everyone, to Gentle Yoga with Leo Gray on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center, Palm Springs. Visit us online at urbanyoga.org or Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center on Facebook. Check out the schedule, stop by the tip jar, subscribe to the YouTube channel for us, support us in whatever ways you can. Starting out today sitting or kneeling if you'd rather. Just get comfortable, whatever works for you. Doesn't have to look like the way I sit. Let your eyes close if that's comfortable for you. Observe your breath, which will just slow down and get deeper because you are finding your way to stillness and because you're paying attention to it. No tricky techniques here. Just observing. Stepping into what in yoga we call the witness self, observing yourself, your experience. Taking in your contact with the floor and whatever else you're sitting on, whatever props you might be using. Taking in the movements of your breath and the way these deeper, slower breaths are feeling in your body today. Scan your body head to toe, take in whatever sensations are there. But make particular note of anything unwanted, any sensation you wish was different, or wish wasn't there, any stiffness, soreness, anything else that's otherwise out of whack. Maybe think of sending your breath to the trouble spots. And the mental notes we make of these issues now can help us during practice. Remember to skip or modify whatever you might need to. And we can each then find the practice that's best for us. If you wish to set a personal intention for your practice today, in addition to all that, you can do so now. Let's take 3 deep, clearing breaths into your nose, out through your mouth with a sigh. Let your eyes open if they're closed. Let's start from the bottom today. We'll start at the feet. Just lifting the leg that's in front. Lift either leg, doesn't even matter which one. Let the foot hang loose. Allow the ankle to be passive. With the opposite hand, interlace your fingers between your toes. Gently and slowly move your foot in circles. Exploring the ankle, opening it up a bit more. Change direction, maybe see if you can go even slower. I caught myself going maybe faster than usual. Release your toes, use both hands, both arms to support the weight of your whole leg. Thinking of the femur resting in the hip socket there, the biggest joint we got. Rock your leg in circular movements. And change direction. I wonder if my heart rate hasn't come down from my walk yet. Not too long before class, I walked over 2 miles, which maybe isn't all that far to you, but it's unusual for me. I'm more into biking, which is funny, even faster heart rate. But release your leg and lift the other one. Grab your toes. Start to make those circles for this ankle. And then change direction. Release your toes, cradle your leg, and make those bigger circles for your hip. Let that leg down. Maybe reground yourself, settle into a comfortable seat. Let your arms hang loose at your sides. Raise your right shoulder towards your ear. Slide it back and let it down. And then your left shoulder up and back and down. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Nice and slowly. Roll your ear towards your shoulder. Look up towards your ceiling. Gentle, slow circles. If you find a tight spot, you can pause to go back and forth at the tight spot. Maybe you're like me, you have some chronic tight spots in the neck. Yes, yoga teachers get them too. There's this misconception people think, oh, you practice yoga all the time. You must just feel wonderful all the time. Well, no. I feel better than when I didn't practice yoga. The days I do practice, I feel better than days when I don't. In the years I've practiced, I've definitely felt better overall than all the years I didn't practice. Let's change direction. But as yogis, we're not immune to waking up with a stiff neck. I'm sure my walk did me a lot of good overall, but I guess it didn't do anything for my neck. When you finish the next circle, just lift your chin and look forward. And reach your arms out to the sides, fingertips on the floor. Inhale, reach your right arm up alongside your ear. As you exhale, reach to your left, feel from length from your hip up through your fingertips. And just let your head be wherever your neck is comfortable. Inhale to bring yourself upright. As you exhale, bring the right hand to the floor behind you in line with your spine, and your left hand to your right leg. Inhale to lengthen up. Exhale to twist some more. Asking on each breath if there's further to go, if it feels beneficial to go further. Let yourself unwind. Inhale, lift your left arm up. And exhale, reach to your right. I was looking at the big painting behind me as I came into the first twist. And this will be my last class here on this round of cat sitting, house sitting on the west coast of the island. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come into your other twist. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. So today's the last day for Matreshka the cat to make a cameo. So far, she's not wandered onto camera for any of my classes in nearly 2 weeks. Let yourself unwind, come back to center. Rest your hands on your knees. Inhale, draw your heart forward, let your head tip back. As you exhale, draw your heart back and let your head tip forward. Take a few more breaths with seated cow pose and cat pose. It's funny, not long before class, cat was sitting on, there's one of those tower things, little indoor cat gym that they climb on and nap on and scratch on, is right above and behind the laptop. She was perched right there when I was in the kitchen before class, but no, she's gone elsewhere. She is in general camera shot. Maybe she's tuned in to her human being online and staying away from that camera as well as the phone. Her human is a yoga teacher as well. It's online regularly. And after the next exhale, you can just sit back up. Take your time to make your way up onto your hands and knees. Maybe pause for a drink. Reach back and press into the ball of your right foot. Relax the pressure on your foot, bring it out to the side in line with your hip. Starting out small and going slowly. Exhale, sit back a little towards your left heel. Inhale to come forward. Pay particular attention to how this feels on the inner right thigh to make sure you don't overdo it. Sometimes a little goes a long way. Some days, the bigger movements feel helpful. That's one of those days for me here. Taking bigger movements and it feels fine. Keep exploring. Nothing like 2+ miles walking on a hot day to warm up the legs, I guess. Makes sense. Next time you rock forward, pause there, walk your hands further out, let your head come down between your arms, scoot your hands over to the left, and press away from the floor. Send that left hip a little bit back towards the left heel. Walk your hands back to center, and then back in under your shoulders. Swing your right foot back out behind, bring your right knee down. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head and tailbone go up. Exhale, draw your heart up, let your head and tailbone come down. Take a couple more with the traditional cow-cat breaths. After your next exhale, come back to table. Reach back, press into the ball of your left foot. Relax that pressure a bit and swing the leg out to the side. Exhale, sit back a bit. Inhale, glide forward. And sometimes we set up too close to the wall of the furniture. We have to do a funny little scoot. Next time you rock forward, stop there. Then walk your hands further out. Let your head come down. Walk your hands over to the right. And press away from the floor. Walk your hands back to center. And then back in towards you. Swing your foot back here. Bring your knee down. Take those cat breaths again. And let's do some stretching for the feet and the hands. Curl your toes under. I'm going to turn and give a side view here. Curl your toes under, walk your hands in towards your knees. So you come up standing on your knees. And sit back towards your heels. To whatever degree feels okay. So this can create a lot of sensation in your feet. So maybe you just sit back a little like this. I generally sit on my heels because I do this pretty regularly and I have for a while. So this feels great. It's a much needed stretch of the feet. But you can always adjust the height. You can even, if you don't like to be so low, you can put a prop between your heels and your butt. Make a little space between your feet. You can put a prop between your butt and the floor. Don't squish your toes with your block. Nice long spine. Let's do some arm and hand stretching here. Inhale out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Interlace your fingers. Reach your palms forward. Raise up overhead. Lower back down. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale up through center line. Exhale out and down. Let's do that sequence 2 more times with the upper body. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Interlace maybe the opposite way. Reach forward. Reach up. Lower down. Hands to heart. Up through center. Out and down. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Interlace. Reach forward. Reach up. Lower down. Hands back to your heart. Inhale up through center. Exhale out and down. Now the best part of the counter pose, tip onto your hands. Untuck your toes. Bang your feet on the floor. As hard or soft as you want, as slow or fast as you want. Favorite thing. Oops. Just tripped on my box coming back. All right. Step your right foot up between your hands and your left foot up to meet it. You can use blocks under your head to ease the transition if you like. Heavy arms, heavy head hanging down towards the floor. Bend one leg, bend the other, sway back and forth. Maybe a little, maybe a lot. Maybe your hands are hanging in the air. Maybe they're dragging on the ground. Or holding your elbows. Or clasping at the base of your skull for some neck traction. Maybe your neck still got some stiffness, some tight spots. Let your arms hang down if you're doing something else. Gently shake your head no. And nod your head yes. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach out to the sides. As you exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug yourself, or take eagle arms if you like. If you do eagle, reach forward with your elbows and your hands reach up. Inhale to open up, and as you exhale, across the opposite way. Inhale to open up. Exhale, twist to the left, take a couple breaths. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, out and up. Take hold of your right wrist with your left thumb and forefinger. Inhale. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, up through center, switch to the other wrist. As you exhale, bend to the right. Inhale to come up. Exhale, let your arms come down. Pausing for a sip of water, which you can do whenever you need to. With your hands by your heart, step your left foot forward, raise your right heel, runner's lunge. If you'd rather, you can let the right knee down and maybe uncurl the right toes and do a lower lunge instead. So change your mind at any time. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, sink forward in your hips, draw your arms down to cactus. Inhale, glide back and reach up. Exhale, forward down. Inhale, back and up. And then from the top of that movement, let's twist. First to the right, reach your right hand back. You can reach your left hand forward or drop it to your knee for steadiness. Come through center, maybe hands by your heart, and twist to the left. Come through center. Big push off the back foot, step forward. And then step your left foot back, find your other lunge. Same options, you can always let the back knee down and maybe uncurl the back toes, maybe this leg is acting up. Reach up. Exhale, sink forward. Inhale, glide back. Breath and movement, smooth and continuous. Which doesn't mean we don't wobble, we all wobble. Twist to the left. Come through center. And twist to the right. Come through center. Big push, step forward. Now we'll go through some warriors. Step your right foot back. Planted at about a 45-degree angle. Let's bring the feet near the edges of the mat. Little bend in the left knee, aim that knee where those toes are aimed. Back leg stays long, grounding in the outer edge of your back foot and the ball of your front foot. It's the warrior one, feet and legs. Reach your arms up, let your shoulders down a bit, and turn your pinkies in towards each other. That's the warrior one, arms and hands. Bring your elbows down to your rib cage. Lower your forearms parallel to the ground. Keeping your elbows in. Inhale, slide your hands out. Exhale, slide your hands here again. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to your hips. Pivot your right foot open so it's perpendicular to your left foot. Slide in the line behind your left foot. And if you like, scoot your left foot forward and deepen your stance. That's what my body wants when I get to warrior one. Warrior two, feet and legs from warrior one. Square your shoulders above your hips. So your shoulders and hips are lined up with the long edge of the mat. Reach your arms to the sides. Look over your left fingertips. Inhale, rotate, palms up. Exhale, rotate forward. A few more times. If it helps you get more movement in your shoulders or bigger rotation for your arms, let your elbows bend as much as you want. And turn just your left palm up. Keep your lower body pretty still. Inhale, tip back, reach up, reverse warrior. Left hand up above the face. Right hand resting lightly on your right leg, or pressing to your right hip for support, or coming across your lower back in a half bind. Exhaling, tip forward, bring your left forearm lightly to your left thigh, reach your right arm overhead towards the top of the mat. If you want, make some slow circles with the top arm. Ensure you don't dump your weight into that left arm and left leg, just let that arm rest there lightly. If you want to test that and maybe work on some more core engagement, you can reach that left hand to the top of the mat or over to the right side. I know left, right, front, back can be tricky because we've changed axes. If you've extended the bottom arm, bring it back to your thigh. Let's dance. Inhale, reverse warrior, tip back, reach up. Exhale to side angle, tip forward, reach forward. Following your breath, let that dance a few more times. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. And let's dance to gentle warrior. Inhaling, straighten the left leg, raise your arms, turn your head to the right. Gentle warrior. Exhale, glide back down to warrior two. Continuing at the pace of your breathing. From warrior two, straighten your left leg most of the way. Draw your right hip back. Slide your left hand forward. Tip to find triangle, stack your hands, take some big breaths. Let that left hand be wherever it needs to, hanging in the air, holding onto your leg, resting on a block or on the ground. Bring your right hand to your hip. Inhaling, reach your left hand forward and stand. Bring your left hand to your hip. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot. Step forward. And I need some water before we do all that on the other side. Maybe we all need some water. When you're ready, warrior one, with your right foot forward. Find that grounding in your feet, steadiness in your legs before you even move your arms. Every pose has a foundation. There it is. Bring your arms up when you're ready. Let your shoulders down a little. Turn those pinkies in towards each other, palms face back. Elbows down here, forearms here. Inhale, exhale. Working all those involved muscles in the middle and upper back. Bring your hands to your hips. Pivot your left foot open. Slide the line behind your right foot. And if you like, deepen your stance. Square your shoulders over your hips. Extend your arms. Look over your right hand. Inhale, rotate back. Exhale, rotate forward. In forest yoga, this is called kite wing. Forest yoga is also where that other arm movement in the warrior one variation comes from. Turn just your right palm up, keeping the lower body where it is. Inhale, reverse warrior. Tip back and reach up. On an exhale, tip forward, reach forward, find your side angle pose. And if you like, circle your left arm. If you like, extend your right arm. Bring the right arm back in if it's extended. And let's dance. Inhale, reverse. Exhale to side angle. Smooth and continuous. Movement and breath. From side angle, inhale back up to warrior two. Inhale, glide up to gentle warrior. Exhale, glide back down to warrior two. From warrior two, straighten the front leg most of the way. Draw the left hip back and the right hand forward and tip to find your triangle. Take those deep breaths. Bring your left hand to your hip. Inhale and reach your right hand forward to stand. Bring your right hand to your hip. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot. Step forward. Drink as needed. That was a lot of standing stuff. I think it's okay to sit down now. How about that? I want to leave plenty of time for the groundwork, the winding down. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Let your knees bend if they want to. When you inhale, think of coming forward. When you exhale, think of lowering down. Inhaling, walk your hands up your legs and sit up. Use your arms to nudge your legs apart. Keep using your arms to help your legs. Let's bend the left leg, bring the left foot to the right thigh or right knee. If it doesn't feel good to have this leg hanging like that, you could hold your leg up with whatever props you have handy. Pivot your torso and your sternum at your right foot. Flex your right foot back towards you. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold down over your leg. Take a couple breaths. Swing your left arm out to the side. Then bring it up alongside your ear, overhead, towards the right hand. Reach slowly back up, back out to the left, and sweep your arm across. Reach your right arm to the side, turn your head to the right. Point that thumb at the floor, rotate your arm, reach the back of your hand towards your left hip, peel your right shoulder back. Extend your arm again, let that rotation go. Bring your right hand back to your left hand. Walk your hands up your leg and sit up. Extend the left leg and bend right. Bring the foot across. Pivot your torso. Flex your foot, left foot. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold down. Reach your right arm out to the right and then up alongside your ear. Reach back up, back out. Bring your right hand back to your left hand. Swing your left arm out, turn your head to the left. Point your thumb down, reach towards your right hip. Draw your left shoulder back. Extend your arm, let that rotation go. Bring your left hand back to your right hand. Walk your hands up your leg and sit up. Start to extend the right leg, then the left, and bring the soles of your feet together. Leave a big space between your pelvis and your heels. Reach over or under your ankles and walk your hands forward on the mat. Let your neck release and your head hang. And breathe into your back. Slowly walk your hands back, press yourself upright. Keep your feet together and bring them in close. Interlace your fingers, hold your toes in your hands. Wriggle to let the bones in your seat draw closer to the floor. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, come forward with a long spine. And when that stops lowering, let your head lower again. Breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Use your arms to lift your knees towards each other. Make your way down onto your back. Let's set up for bridge. I'm just going to turn around and have my head closer to the mic when I lie down, instead of having my head tucked back in that corner. Feet planted, hip width apart, heels close to your butt. If you like, you can put a block between your knees on the middle position. Press into the soles of your feet. Inhale to lift your hips up for bridge. If you want a deeper heart opener, you can clasp your hands under you. Reach your knuckles towards your heels. Draw your shoulder blades towards each other. If you're clasping your hands, let them go. Exhale, slowly lower your hips. Float up and down at your own pace a few times. And let's take a supported bridge, pause at the top of the movement. Place a block or other prop under your sacrum, come down to rest on your prop. Now let the prop do the work. The weight of your body relax against the support. Press into the soles of your feet, and on an inhale, lift your hips. Remove the prop underneath. Exhaling, slowly come down. If you had a block between your knees, remove that too. Set them well out of the way. Draw your knees towards your chest, hug your knees. Rock and roll to massage your back against the floor. Grab your strap. Hold one end in each hand and run it under your feet. And extend your arms and legs up. Slide your feet apart. Slide them back together. Point your toes down towards your face. Point them up at the ceiling. Let your feet relax. Take your right foot out of the strap. Press the back of your right leg against the floor. Keep the right foot flexing back towards you. Hold the strap in your right hand. Reach your left arm to the side, palm up. Keeping your shoulders grounded, draw your leg to the right and turn your head to the left. Bring everything back up to center. Take the strap in your left hand. Press your right hand down on the front of your right hip. Let your arm and your leg fall over to the left. Very gently, bring your limbs back up to center. Raise your right leg, step into the strap. Take your left foot out. Press your left leg down. Flex that foot back towards you. Reach your right arm to the side, palm up. Draw your leg to the left and turn your head to the right. Bring it all back through center. Switch hands on the strap. Press down on the front of your left hip. Allow your limbs to fall to the right. Nice and easy, come back to center. Lift your left leg, draw your knees in, set your strap aside. Reach your feet up, reach your hands up to take hold of your legs or your feet. Play with bending and straightening your arms and legs. If you prefer some other inversion, go for it. Whenever you feel complete with inverting, make your way to your final resting pose. Perhaps recall an intention you set for your practice to reflect upon it, or just observe your breath, or just let your mind drift. Start taking some even deeper breaths. And moving around little by little. Allowing those movements to lead to bigger and bigger movements. Moving gently and mindfully. Take your time when you're ready to sit yourself up. Bring your hands up behind your heart. Thank you for sharing practice today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within each of you. Stay. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for coming. See you soon.
Thank you, Leo.